Something that should concern you all equally. That's a 1.5 liter. It's a freaking trailer hit, and not, okay, so that's not the big deal. See, the thing I'm finding myself having a trouble understanding, this is a big ball. It's not even one of the little ones. This is not even like a tiny little one that you put a bike rack on. That is a legit ball. Who in the what in the, how, what are you towing with this? This thing, it's lucky it even tows itself. I'm surprised nobody murdered this car. I just want to say thank you guys. There's a lot of support being shown around the Civic build. There's a lot of you guys that subscribed recently. So to everybody that is brand new to this channel, I want to say thank you guys so much for helping me out. Without you guys' support, we can't do any of this. So it's just a huge thanks to everybody that's on board with this. I know you guys are all just as stoked as me and Emerson and everybody else that's involved is. The only thing that sucks is that we have to wait for eBay turbos and all those things that they take forever, right? When you buy stuff on Wish and AliExpress and whatever the hell else we're getting stuff, it takes forever to get here. So in the meantime, we're gonna have to, this car's got issues. We're just gonna address them. I think we can all agree that that's issue 1. Issue 2, throttle is like, got this little bit of play, and then all of a sudden it's really hard to press. So as far as I'm aware, that's just like the throttle cable. The guy, that previous owner, didn't drive it a lot. So the throttle cable is just a little bit sticky. Whether it's the cable or the body, we don't really know. So what I've read is that just put like some kind of WD-40 or something like that on the body, throttle body, like the little pulley. And if that works, then that's the issue. Obviously WD-40 is gonna wear off pretty quickly, but if it works, then that leads us in the right direction, whereas taking out the whole cable is a little bit more confusing. Third issue, where are you? Code. It's supposed to be like a number you press in there because the battery was once dead, and that'll, you know, make the radio work again. We don't even know if the speakers work. We gotta deal with that. I think this is number 4. Check this out. So this, I think the valve cover is leaking. That seems to be where this oil is coming from, but it's not like soaking wet. And it looks like it's kind of been there for a while. There's a lot of gunge. And I more just want to decipher whether that's an immediate attention kind of leak, or if it's been leaking for a long time and it's just accumulated because no one has cleaned it properly. Don't think it really matters either way, but we're gonna find out. So it's looking like this right here is the throttle body. It's a little bit sticky. You can kind of see, like, when you press it, nothing happens, and all of a sudden it just kind of springs loose. And I don't know if that's just, like I said, he wasn't driving it or whatever the case is, but right away it's a little bit sticky. And now the thing that I looked up just kind of said to spray all of this. Not soak it, but just, you know, get it a little bit moist. And then just play with it. So pretty much we're just trying to make it so it doesn't stick shut. We want it to just be a little bit more free. So when you give it gas, right now basically we're giving it gas, and all of a sudden it just rockets up because you have to break it loose. So we'll find out if it's either this or the cable. I actually think that might have helped a lot. This feels way better. The gas pedal is just one fluent motion now. It used to be like nothing all at once, which was huge pain. Second thing, there's supposed to be a code you put in here, right? I took the radio out and I called the dealership with the code. I put in the code, but it like beeped, but then nothing happened.
So you'd have to go into any Honda dealership and they can help you out.
Like just you would help me out there kind of thing?
Yeah.
Okay, so is there any way you can do that over the phone so I don't have to drive all the way in there?
No, fortunately not.
Useless. They weren't very helpful. But I did learn that once you put the code in so many times wrong, the radio kind of self-destructs, so you can't really use it, which is great news, because the whole time I've had this car, I've just been like, what if I luckily get the code? And I've been typing in random codes the whole time. Now I've been made aware that I might have self-destructed my radio, so basically I got the right code. We're gonna turn it on, try it. If it doesn't work, the radio is dead. The radio will not come back to life. It will always be broken. Please. No! Oh, why? You guys gotta let me know if you know anything about this, let me know. I think what I've been told, what I've been made aware of is that it's basically to prevent it from being stolen. It does that and it self-destructs. And we were gonna get a new one anyways. We were gonna order one, but it just sucks that we have to wait for it to arrive now instead of, you know, having music today. Everybody has their own opinions, right? But I personally like a car with a full interior. Like, I like to have a race car, but usable. So I don't want to gut this thing, but there's no way to add horsepower to these cars for cheap. They have small engines because they're like economy cars, and they're not really meant to push high numbers without boost. Or even with boost, they're not meant to push high numbers. Basically, all I can do at this point to add power while we wait for all the mods to come in is weight reduction, but I don't really want to gut anything per se. I think weight reduction is going to come more in the form of removing everything from the trunk, removing the trailer hitch, and I guess anything else that I can deem useless. Dude, this thing looks like it's been here for so long. It's literally, I have no idea if I'm gonna be able to get this off. What? There's no way that just came off that easily. What is this? Dude, do you guys know what this is? Okay, not only did someone sell me this with a key in it, dude, but I beat this car up. I abused it. You should have seen me and Emerson test drive this thing. No way. It's a key to the car. This is a key to the car and the lockout bar. That's insane, dude. That is crazy. This guy had an extra key, so there was like one of those lockout bars on the steering wheels, and look at the magnetic strips on this thing. Absolutely toast. Absolutely just garbage. I don't know if you can see me pull it off. It like barely even was held on there. And it's been there this whole time, and it's full of rust. That's a smart move. That's actually a very smart. Obviously, I can't put it back, because now you guys will know where it is. But that is really good. I never, ever, ever would have thought of that. So there was just a bolt through the tow hook here, and then those two bolts there. My only concern now is that these are loose. So I think I'm gonna have to like push these up and get them from in here. Get up there, and then, of course, I did not throw it far enough. Camera battery died while I was doing this, so you guys missed me being a complete idiot. So there was the bolts here, and my thought process was, if I shoot them up, they'll come out over here, where if you look down, it's empty. No. When you take off the wheel and you look in there, there's actually, see if you can see it, a piece that blocks the whole thing off, so nothing will come out that end. Problem being, now I have two bolts jammed up in here, and I have unsuccessfully been able to get them back out. Yes, there's one. Oh, mother, thank you. I'm basically just gonna put the nut bolt washer combo that was holding the trailer hitch on here back, just without the trailer hitch, because I'm not too certain how to get those out. You probably have to take this whole thing apart, and I'm not down for that, if it even comes out at all. Oh, dude, I need to keep that. What if I ever need to stir paint? No. The quick jack, we can get rid of that too. Get rid of this. We're gonna have a nasty setup in here. Just wait for it. We're gonna have the coolest trunk setup in this car. Look how cute this thing is. Look how little it is. Oh my God. It's a 13-inch rim. And now, oh, what the heck? What's this? Paint, sink, plugged vent. I think this is a honey-do list. This is definitely some whip guy's honey-do list. We're gonna include that in weight reduction. These are just the tools for the quick jack. Look how nice it is under here though. There's no mold, there's no rust, there's nothing. That's another huge part of why we bought this car. Like under here is just immaculate. And this is a lot of times people get water in here and whatever, and it rots away and it's nasty. At the end of the day, we didn't remove too much weight, but we still got, anything's better than nothing, right? Tire out, the quick jack out, and this whole trailer hitch assembly, which is actually a lot heavier than you may expect. So next, I think what I want to do is just spray this with soapy water and just kind of wipe it down, and then keep my eye on it to see how bad it's leaking, if it's even still leaking, whatever the case may be. Yeah, there you go. Everything on this car, and I mean everything, is so seized on here. Something that we actually kind of screwed up was so you can see my plate right now is just zip tied on here because these bolts are so seized. There's even a chunk of license plate from the old guy taking his plate off. It just ripped off in the bolt. There's something on the back of the bumper that needs to obviously be cut to get these bolts out. However, these won't come out either. So we have to wait till the day we have the patience to just annihilate this car to get that all out so that we can get those bolts out. Oh, damn, dude. Look at that. It doesn't actually have any markings on it. There's nothing on here at all. But it's definitely a good aftermarket, and it's brand new. This thing has never, it's literally brand new. I can do that. I can do it. It's the only thing that's modified on this whole car. That's pretty much what I was going for now. So like this, whatever this is, looks brand new. I think this is a motor mount. Correct me if I'm wrong. It looks like pretty new. But I guess so does everything else. Like when I wiped the oil off, it had clearly been there for a long time. Like this is a little bit corroded. This, you know, isn't at all. So clearly it's been sitting there for a long time, so I think it's just always been a slow leak, and now it's finally been addressed. So I wiped everything down, that way we can see where it starts to leak from, if it even is still leaking. And I think that's all that's necessary for today. I can't really think of anything else I could do. The way we want to do this is properly. Yeah, it's a budget, but we still want to do it right. So we need a lot of things like this trim piece I showed you guys. This one, I mean, it comes up. It may just be because this one's not there anymore. It may be because it's completely toasted. I really have no idea, but I want to get the trim pieces. I know the rust is not that bad, but I want to fix the little rust spot. Things that way, you know, when I want to wrap the car, it can be wrapped. When I want to, anything. I just don't want to have to worry about those things. So we're going to do progressively, you know, fixing up the things that are wrong with the car first and then get into the mods. So we're gonna put in the Recaro seats because we're tired of them laying around and if we have nowhere else to put them. We tried both cars and we didn't like it. So they're gonna take to this car whether this car likes it or not. Anyways, that is gonna be it. That is everything I have for you guys today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys are stoked to finally get this build underway. Like I said, it's gonna take a little bit. That's, you know, part of the build that we're doing. Ordering everything online and getting it all from budget sites obviously just doesn't happen overnight. And there is some big things that we still have to do this car that have nothing to do with being on the budget sites, right? So we just got to put a few things in place, and then we're gonna start making some plays. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys all. Thank you for subscribing. Everybody that's new to the channel, be sure to follow me on Instagram if you're not already. Did you hear that voice crack? And go cop yourself a shirt while they're still fresh and we still have them. I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Stay committed.